Ben, the new season is nearly upon us. The squad has been training now for the last 4 weeks. How's that been going?
Really good, Mike. The boys have come back in really good condition. First of all, they've come back really fit. So from that, we can progress things a wee bit quicker than we usually do. There's been hard sessions, it's been a hard pre-season, but a lot of it's been a ball work and a lot of information the boys have had to take on for obviously last season. There's been a lot of players that have moved on, so we brought a lot of players in. But no, they've hit the ground running in terms of the pre-season. We've had 2 weeks, and then we're into the balls, and then obviously the games follow that. But full credit to the boys because they've come back in good condition. That's the one thing. The players we kept this season, and then also the boys we added to it, we made sure they come back fit, ready to go. So it's not that hard slog pre-season. That way you're not picking up too many injuries during pre-season. So no, first class. The boys are in great condition, and we're just ready to go now.
Yep, we've played 4 friendly matches. We've won all 4 against higher and lower level opposition. What positives did you take from those performances?
To be honest, Mike, pre-season's for me is pre-season. It's no real games at that, but what we've had in pre-season is a real challenge in all oppositions. Started off with the amateur team, Kilbride Thistle, who was a good opposition, good players that had been about, and good young players as well. It was a good test that night, and we stood up to that, and it was probably take that game on for the kind of physicality side of it. And the players dealt with that. We got a good 4-1 victory that night. We played some really good stuff, and probably the most pleasing thing for me was that they took the information for pre-season and put it straight onto the pitch straight away in terms of our shape with the ball and without the ball. So we're going to be massive with that this season in terms of the way we want to play. And they took it for day one. Second game was obviously it was 48 hours, less than 48 hours. We're away to Maybole, who again are a couple of leagues above us, and we went there and we were excellent. We really were excellent. We dominated the ball and probably dominated large spells of the game. Probably could have won by a couple more goals. Albeit Maybole that was their first game back, so again it's pre-season, but I was really good, impressed with again the way we went about it and got a good result away to Maybole and a good performance, really dominated the ball, and off the ball were really good as well. We looked hard to beat that day, which was good, and then we had St Cuthbert's, a team for Cookbury, again a league we don't know anything about. Took that game on for probably looking at our league this year, we've got a lot of teams we don't really know a lot about. We'll get as much information we can on the teams, but we took a team we didn't really know anything about, and to be fair, when they came down here and it was 30 odd degrees, and we probably got 2 games out of that game in terms of the weather was really hard for the players to play in, so it was good for fitness levels. Again, some really good stuff, and won that one. Then we were at Kilburnley the other night against a really good Kilburnley side, to be honest, and I actually said to the boys before it, I couldn't wait to see them because the way we've been training, the way we've been playing it was really positive, and I just wanted to see them in that environment, get away to a right good side. Colin Spencer's always got right good football teams, and for the first half I thought we were probably up there one of the best footballing teams I've had on a pitch as a coach. I thought we dominated the ball for large spells. Second half was exactly what I wanted. It was Colin actually changed his shape to suit us, to match up with the shape we were going with, so it was man for man and it was individual battles. Probably in the second half there was a lot of spells in the game we didn't have the ball, but it never really cut us open, which was excellent. And then we got a sending off with about 20 to go. Louis comes on and gets sent off. And again, excellent. It's not one of the ones you get upset with. It was again, it's going to happen in the season, so the things are going to happen. So we went into the 2 banks of 4 and really sucked up pressure, but still going to be a team on the ascend to try to win the game. And we go and score a great set piece, Fifino here, and then Kieran McCulloch scores late on. So we got a good result there. So we're in the night and we're doing a wee bit of recovery stuff. We're going to go for tomorrow night, obviously tomorrow afternoon. Sorry, at Saltcoats. So pre-season's been really positive, Mike. Really good, but I'm no daft. I realise it's only pre-season, and we'll be judged tomorrow on how well we've done pre-season, because it's probably our first challenge in terms of it's a team in our league. I know Stevie Wilson will come down with a Saltcoats type team that want to beat us, and he'll be well organised and he'll be well drilled. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow and see where it really kicks off. The season starts for Sheena's trophy, obviously.
Yeah, but a number of players have moved on to other clubs from last season, so you've had to bring in new players to replace them. Can you give an overview of the new signings?
Yeah, I'll try my best. There's a lot, Mike, and it's probably what we needed, to be honest. I think I probably spoke to you during the season, but we wanted to bring in a few more players when we first came in. Ideally, we'd have wanted to come in now and start afresh, but I realised where the club was and I wanted to come in and try and help and see if we could stay in the division, and obviously it was too much at the time. But yeah, we've moved a lot of players on, which happens when a new manager comes in. Obviously, we're rebuilding the club. So thanks to them, because it wasn't down to a lack of effort or that. They've went out to other clubs. Some players have went to in better leagues, which is great for them, but we had ring fenced who we wanted. to bring in. And to be fair to the club, every player that I've asked to get, and I don't think we've missed out on any, we've got in, which is great for us as management and coaches. We've got the players we want to, the way we want to go and play mental football. Obviously kept the two goalies for last year, Reece and Richie. They'll fight out for number one in goals. You don't like having number one and number two. They're two good goalkeepers. Richie finished the season really well. Reece is carrying a wee bit of a knock now, and Reece will help us with a bit of coaching side as well with Richie. Brought in young Louis, who'll play right back as well with Harpo. We try to cover a couple of players for each position, to be honest, Mike. Young Louis played with me at Meda. He was in the Meda 20s, he's our captain. Again, good experienced player. He knows his way about. He'll do well. Big Harry Lockwood, centre half, who's been about. I think Harry played with Corrin Rangers when he was 16 years of age. Again, I had him at Irvine Meadow. He played in my 20s and had a few first team appearances. So again, a good one to get in for us. Ethan O'Hare, who's probably most people remember him for getting sent after the Minimus game last year. Again, a young kid. I've known Ethan since 15, 16. I think he got his debut at Meadow when he was 16. So he's joined us. Ethan's probably a player that could be playing up the leagues. A lot of teams wanted Ethan, but he put his trust in me to come here and give me a few seasons to come and play and develop. And that's what we want to be this season, Mike. We want to. We've got that kind of hybrid of players that we kept, Kevin and Big Stephen Gaffney and Harpos and Maxie and Morrow, but we wanted to add a freshness and a young fresh squad to that are eager to impress. We go over to left back. We've added the left hand side. Clayton Smith's come back in. Clayton's a player I really like. He had left obviously last season and went and played amateur. So he's come back in with us. Added Dale into it as well. Dale McLaren, who played amateur football, but he's been over in America. A right good player. Also a really good coach, Dale, as well. He coaches as well. So I've added a lot into that back line because I think it's a lot. We've got to be strong building for the back. Probably missed out a couple of players there. Middle of the pitch, we've kept young Matty, who was here, Matty Alexander, who I managed to get in when I first came in here. Matty was. If Matt had played in all 4 games, he'd probably won Player of the Year. He was that good when he first came in here, so we've tied him down for another year. Again, a right good player that I know well. We've added Yusuf, we say Moroccan boy, but his accent's changing all the time now. Yusuf's, again, a player I had at Irvine Meadow. I had him at 20s actually. He played for me for 2 years at 20s football, and I gave him a first team contract, and he really grabbed it with 2 hands. This time last year, Yusuf was absolutely flying. He got a knock probably the start of the season last year. And it set him back for a wee bit. And then when I left the club, Yusuf left Irvine Meadow as well and kind of took a bit of time out of it. So he's again a player that probably should be playing up the divisions, but again put trust in me to come and play games and enjoy his football. Again, we kept Big Alex Wardrobe. Again, it joined us during the season. Last season, again, he's come in pre-season. He's been absolutely excellent. So we've added a lot of depth and players that we really wanted to add to it. We've added Brooke Drecon, again, a boy I had at Irvine Meadow. You'll probably see the same players coming in, the boys I've worked with before, the boys I know that I can trust on that football pitch. Kieran McCulloch, again, I mentioned. Kieran was me again at Meadow. He's played amateur football with School Bride as well. We've added young Aaron McBride, a young 16-year-old who was in trial with us. I knew his dad. We brought Aaron in trial, and for the first day he came in here, he looked like he was ready to play at this level. So he's a young kid. He scored a couple of goals already, and he's a player that we really want to work with. I think that with the young squad we've got, and like so we look at young Aaron with Kevin up there, Kevin Adams, obviously he tells me he's only waiting for 8 goals and then he's going to retire. So we're looking at players that are going to be coming in and being the next Stephen Gaffney that are going to come in there, and the next Kevin Adam. So these type of players. So we've added maybe 14 players to that, which is excellent. And every one of them, as I said, for day one's come in really hit the ground running. We're probably looking to add one more striker to that, and I think it's nearly done. It'll maybe be a loan deal, and we'll try to add one more to that, and then we're ready to go. So we're looking forward to it, Mike. As I said, the squad's, we're trying to get your feet in the ground now because we've come back really, really good. But no, and it's fair play to the club. The committee have been absolutely excellent. Willie and Sean and David and stuff, they've been excellent ways, because every player we've asked to get, they've got us, and it's no financial. It's no, the players aren't here for money. Half the players don't even get paid here. So it's coming here, enjoying their football and kicking on in their careers. We would love nothing better to players come here, play 50, 75 games and go and have a right good career, because I'd done it. I had to do it in my career. I had to take a step back to Irvine Vics, which was great for me in my career, and I catapulted back up the league. So I think that's how the boys have joined us. So we're looking forward to working with them. And again, the dressing room is really knitted well. So but we're looking forward to tomorrow now.
Yeah, you've already mentioned we're up against Saltcoats Victoria tomorrow in defence of the Sheena Thomson Memorial Cup. What will you be expecting from the lads?
Well, the season starts tomorrow, basically. I did say that. I looked up, and when I put the sheets up, it was 5 pre-season games. It was 4, plus we're playing for a trophy. And I know what the trophy means. I was here for a couple of years with Sheena, and I loved it to bits, so we want to make sure we're retaining that trophy. As I say, we'll hit the ground running. It's probably our first test in terms of it's for something, so the boys know. Listen, we've changed the squad a lot during pre-season, gave people minutes here and there, tried people in different positions. Again, when I mentioned Kilburnley going down to 10 men, that was great for us because it's something that's going to happen this season, and as I said, the boys are resolute to that. So that they be things, but tomorrow it's about winning. And since the boys have come in here, done a presentation to every one of them when they come in the door, and we have no set targets out with what we've set in this. We want to win as many games as we possibly can and finish as high up the league as we possibly can. But in this dressing room, we've got our targets what we want to achieve this season. And it starts tomorrow. We want to start with a trophy. As I said, it means a lot to the club. But again, they have to realise that Saltcoats are a right good side. They've made a lot of signings. Stevie's got a lot of good players in there, and they'll come down here and they'll fancy their chances to come here and win. So we've got to be right up for it. But the boys know for pre-season to the first start of the season, we're here to win, and we've got to find a way to win. We've got a structure, we've worked our way to pre-season, and that's where I give the boys a full credit. It's been a lot of information we've put on in terms of the way we want to play. Listen, will happen every week. We'll not be playing sulky football every week. There's going to be times where maybe the fans have been pulled up by a few of them already, saying how good the football looks. Getting to Christmas and stuff, we've got to change the way we play. We've got to have a couple of things up our sleeve. But full credit to the boys because they've took every bit of information on board. So tomorrow is the time to go and implement it and start winning games.
Yeah, what would you, Nick, David and the players hope to achieve this season? What would a successful season look like?
Deep down I know what a successful season looks like, but I don't want to get carried away with it. In this dressing room, when the door's shut, everybody knows what I expect of them and what I expect this season. But sitting here in the room, Mike, as I said, we want to finish as high up this league as possible. We want to go out this league, simple as that. That's the main objective, is go out this league and win as many games as we can on the road. But we want to do it the right way. We don't want to be, as much as last year we won a good few games and people were going, oh, the Vics have got turned a wee corner. It wasn't nice, it wasn't pretty, it was horrible. Actually, we're going to away to teams and they'll just kick the ball up the pitch for the sake of it and scraping points. We don't want to do it that way. We want to go about it the right way. We've got young players, fit players. We want to go about it the right way and win games properly. But there's going to be games when we go away from home that are going to be hard, and we're going to have to go with a hard structure to get beat. But I know what a good season looks like here. I have a laugh with Willie now and again because there's a picture up in the clubhouse with Vics winning the league, and I left that season to go to Winton Rovers, and it still hurts me because we weren't far away. I would love to win something down here because it would mean a lot to the guys down here. They put a lot of work in, especially mentioning yourself as well, Mike, with your video and games and stuff. I'd love not me to win stuff down here, but our objective is win as many games as we can, finish as high up that league as possible, and we'll see what that takes us. But when I speak to the boys, I can see it in their eyes that it looks like a good group, but we just keep our foot in the ground, and against tomorrow we'll see the real stuff. I know it is just a trophy, but it's the start of the season for me, and then we're away to East Kilbride, YM after that, the start of the season. So listen, I'm looking forward to it. I was speaking to Big David before training there. It's probably a season that I'm looking forward to the most. Obviously, last season was a completely different season for me. I was looking forward to another season up the road. It's wild how football works. But I've got boys in here that I know, that I trust, and I've kept the boys that I trust. I spoke to them at Kilburnley. Every player in here is here for a reason. There's no players in here that are just here to fill the bench, and everybody here's here and ready to play, or they wouldn't be here. So again, I credit more than that for backing me becoming to the club, and the club backed me getting the players in. So I know what a successful season looks like, but we'll not get carried away, and we'll just keep our feet in the ground, and hopefully this time next year we'll see where it got us.